Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you the final checkout video of a really cool Western Electric wooden wall crank telephone. This is a 317BB. And this is Andrea's telephone from Illinois. And we have an earlier video of this telephone kind of showing what some of the situation was on the telephone and what we were going to do to it. And the customer wanted this telephone to be an extension phone, and then when we started talking it over, he would also like to have it dial out just in case. And so we went kind of over some things on this telephone. This telephone has a little button here on the side, and that button is for you hold it in and you crank the telephone, and that would contact the operator or the central office. And this is a 1911 Western Electric 317, so it's a really cool telephone, and it's in very good condition. Now, he was also missing one of the eyelets on the bottom left corner here, and so what we've got here is we've put a little eyelet in there for him that matches the rest of them, and it's to the period, so it's an original part basically. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do some final checks. Now, this telephone has its original receiver and its original transmitter. And so that's what we're going to be using, since they sounded really well and they were in good condition. We went ahead and used them. But what we also had to do is do all the wiring to install a modular port so that he could just basically bring a line cord in through a hole that was in the back of the telephone already and simply plug into a line port. We also set this telephone up to where it would ring when a call came in and would disconnect the line when you just cranked the telephone to ring the bells. Now, we went through the crank and cleaned it and oiled everything inside, the working parts, and got that spinning really nice and easy. So that worked out real well. Let's go ahead and plug the telephone into a regular line, and we'll go ahead and ring it. I'll let that go a couple times, and I'll show you how we broke it away. See, if I turn the crank a little bit, it hits a switch that we install, and it breaks the line away from the crank so that we don't damage anything on the line when we crank it when it's connected to the telephone line. I'll let go of it. I can disconnect it, and then I'll wait for a ring cycle. Go ahead and answer the telephone. Give you some dial tone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take dial tone away by tapping the hook switch, and I'm going to tap on the transmitter. And if you notice, I'll go ahead and talk into the transmitter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tap on it too. And every time you see that red light, that's an indication of 100% modulation. And we know, give you some dial tone. We know this telephone talks because and has transmit because we've actually used the telephone and talked on it. Now, it's not going to sound like a modern day phone, but why would you want it to? I mean, it's 100 years old, so you know, the diaphragm and the transmitter and the receiver are metal, so they do have a little bit of a tinny sound. But you know, if you ever wondered what somebody sounded like on the phone 100 years ago, all you have to do is talk on this telephone, because you're going to sound just like they did. And that's cool, because that kind of brings back the past. So this telephone is in very good condition. I'm going to kind of show you the inside here real quick, kind of go through some things we did. I want to show you the original bell here, kind of give you a look at that. We'll ring it. Take the receiver off the hook. Now we also, other than having to rewire a lot of things, we have a modular port here. You can simply bring your line cord in and go ahead and just plug that right in. And so now you have a line out. We've got a 5-bar crank, and then there's this hook switch, an induction coil. We have an original schematic on this telephone, which is really cool. You don't see that very often. And it also has an explanation of how to use the telephone, and you know, it gives an explanation of a lot of the workings of the phone. Now here you might see where the battery compartment is in egg. And you know, that's kind of funny that an egg would be in the telephone, but this telephone's going to hang in the kitchen. And Andreas said, you know, it would be nice to be able to dial out maybe if we ever needed to. So if you just take the egg and open it up, it's a keypad. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take and remove the receiver. We'll bring it down, and we'll go ahead, and if you look at the analyzer, we're going to dial some numbers here. I'm going to end in a 2. I'm going to hit the hook switch. I'm going to hit redial. And that'll end in a 2. So now what we want to do is we want to move this telephone over into a regular line. And we're going to make a call. Give you some dial tone. And we'll call, say, like a time and temp number.
Good afternoon. Ford, drive one and you'll know. At Offenburg Ford in Belleville and O'Fallon. Today is Thursday, February 9th. The time is 1:41. Current temperature 45 degrees. Now the weather forecast for the Belleville area.
Mostly cloudy today, highs around 40. Mostly cloudy tonight, lows around 30. Mostly cloudy on Friday, highs in the lower 40s with temperatures falling into the 30s in the afternoon.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll dial one other number. I'll just go ahead and unplug the line cord and then plug it back in. Okay, let's do this. We'll call my number, give you some dial tone, and it'll be busy. And then we'll call time and temp, say one more time. I'll go ahead and just, it's easier to hang up by pulling the line cord, give you some dial tone.
afternoon. Shop our entire location online anytime at Offenburg.com. Today is Thursday, February 9th. The time is 1:44. Current temperature 46 degrees. Now the weather forecast for the Belleville area.
Mostly cloudy today, highs around 40, mostly cloudy tonight, lows around 30, mostly cloudy on Friday, highs in the lower 40s with temperatures falling into the 30s in the afternoon.
Okay. So basically this telephone is a totally functioning phone, and not only can it be used as an extension phone now, and the bells will ring when a telephone call comes in, you can actually just open the egg up here and go ahead and dial your number. So that's pretty cool. And since it's going to be in the kitchen, so, you know, an egg kind of fits in. And it's just a really, really cool telephone. It's in very good condition, and Andreas is very lucky to have this telephone. It's just a really cool telephone, and it's in very good condition. Give you a little bit of a look at it. And now he can use it every day basically, because this telephone does work. And with the original receiver and transmitter, that's just a plus. It's just really cool to see a telephone that's 100 years old still using its original equipment. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. This is Andreas, Western Electric, 317BB wooden wall crank telephone. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.